Well, hi, all my friends. I was just reading this one passage in Swedenborg, Heaven and Hell. And I thought, I can't wait on this because I'll forget, and I don't want to forget because it's very important. Considering that Swedenborg in 1743, when he was 55, he had his first spiritual awakening, okay? So Um, and I've told you I've been reading him. It's helping me with my own spiritual walk, although I refer to the Bible always first. And I, pray, and I'm quiet and, uh, learning to hear the Lord first and then pray from that state. So even saying the Our Father prayer is helpful to get you there, but just to remember that whatever emanates from us first, like if you're doing a prayer, please God, I need healing, or I need this, or I want that, or that kind of thing, that's coming from you, and that's not coming from a heavenly state. That's not really worshiping God, according to Swedenborg, and I think he's probably right. Because we're to be still and quiet and let the Lord come through to us, and then we can, from that state, knowing we're in a heavenly state, commune and worship with the Lord. Does that make sense? Okay, and this another thing, that's the reason why I'm doing this video, is that Swedenborg says that adults, when they die, if they've led a good life, okay, a godly life, a goodly life, they're brought up to this estate. And I've talked about this state, that maybe you're there for an hour, or you might be there for a year, okay, until you're brought into your community in heaven, that you fit best, or you go the other way, because you're drawn to that, okay? That's who your spirit is. And your spirit can't lie, okay? But he says, if you're a Islamic person, okay, and you've died, and you've led a goodly life, and you have, been a good person and worship one God, once you realize that Muhammad really can't do anything for you, but that Christ is the divine prophet, and you relinquish Muhammad and you start to worship the Lord, then you're brought up into your heavenly state. Okay, so it's kind of a place where you've believed in God, you've led the best good life that you could possibly do. If there's any negative, I would say, some misthinking, if you will, bad instruction, that you didn't realize, those things can be corrected because you have a conscience. And if you didn't have a conscience, there's not a whole lot that can be worked with there, okay? So that's what Swedenborg was saying. And this is back in the 1700s. Not today, when we're witnessing all of this, terrorism and the Islamic world, trying to push their religion on us. Us Christians have to stand firm and strong in our belief in the one true God, the great I Am, the Lord Almighty, and help these Muslims as much as you can, because they're going to shut off. They're going to just say, no, you've got to do it my way, and they're going to want to argue and fuss and fight. And as a Christian, in the way that I've been taught, that doesn't ever work. It's like trying to deal with somebody who's incapacitated in some way, and you just can't reason with those people at that time. It's just, you can't. So you have to show them love, and sometimes it's by being really tough with them at that moment. And if they're not pleasant, and especially if they're calling you names or what have you, you have to be tougher, and sometimes you have to clobber them over the head, you know, so that they wake up. And that's being loving to them. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to get this out there because I thought it was very important. This is the 1700s, and he's writing about this, and it's very poignant to what's going on today, I think, and very important. So anyway, that's my little 5-6 minute vlog for this evening. Think about it. And that's from the book Heaven and Hell. And you go down to page, I think it's 318, okay? I think I'm referencing it correctly. Anyway, thank you for my new comments and new subscribers, and for you telling me about who you are, and leave me some more comment. Love to get to know you some more. I look forward to your comments. It is the impetus to encourage me to keep going, and I need to hear from you guys. So I really appreciate it. Just, you know, really care about you, and I'd like to know how my channel is helping you in your life, in your daily life, and with your daily walk. How is it impacting yourself or your family or others? You know, anything that you want to leave me a comment about. Be polite. Please know that I am not going to change my mind just because you want me to be a part of your religion. I'm sorry, no. Yeah, and I'm not here to force you to accept what I'm saying either. I don't mind a good adult debate. You know, as long as you're respectful and understand that we may come to an impasse where we'll have to agree to disagree, you know, kind of a thing. So anyway, God bless you. I hope this was enlightening for you, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.